Welcome back to MDG Media's coverage of the European Open 2023. This is round 2 back 9 coverage from the FPO chase card. Andrew Gum here. Really excited to bring you this PDGA major action. We have Kristen Tatar leading the pack in absolute flames, shooting 6 down on the front 9. There you see her on top by 10 strokes over Anneli. Ella Hansen 1 stroke behind Anneli, and Missy Gannon, Catrina Allen, and Tele Tomsalou all tied for 4th at +3. Jenni Karppinen holding on to a top 10 position. Eveliina dropping off pretty quick there on the front 9 after some pretty serious struggles early. Looking forward to seeing how this second round plays out here. Beautiful drone shot of hole 10. Par 4, 230 meters over the soccer field. And then moving left with a really tight, narrow fairway that even gets tighter up on the green. There you see it. Sunlight glistening over it. Couple of trees planted there on the left side, and the hay bales lining the right side OB that can help you out and keep you from rolling off. But very difficult and demanding hole here. We're yet to see a birdie today. Most difficult hole on the course at 4.81 average. That's a good start there. Out into the wide open. Eveliina holding pretty straight. If you can get a flare skip, it'll be nice. Oh, unfortunately lands right at the base of that tree. Kills all the momentum. She will have an open swing, but I'm sure she was hoping for a bit of a flare skip to get some more distance towards the basket. Missy Gannon with a nice hyzer here. It's going to land safe right in the middle of the fairway. Nicely done. Not trying for too much, but putting herself in great position. Jenni Karppinen looking to push a little further. Hyzering out right there at the end, and very good shot. Missy throwing 2, big high hyzer. And it's safe on the left side. Catrina moving right to left and into the center of the fairway. Solid second. Eveliina getting on this one, trying to attack the green for the birdie. Hyzer's out. Hits the fence, but checks up for a circle's edge look there. Be quite a bonus birdie. Averaging closer to a par 5, really. For the FPO field, anyway. Nice second shot there as well. See if Missy can get up and down for the par. Nice touch hyzer. Approach that puts her right there at the bullseye. Nicely done. Something similar here from Cat, just a little shorter and even closer. Jenni also checks up in the bullseye nicely. And Eveliina here for birdie. Looks good. Oh, just catches the nubs on the right side. Stays safe by the hay bales. Just off a little bit right and low. Easy par for Missy. Eveliina in. For a par. And Jenni also par, as well as Catrina. So we're going to have a par frame here on 10. We'll be moving on to another really difficult hole, hole 11. A little bit shorter tee pad here for the FPO, but still a very difficult line with all these guardian trees up there right before you get to the green. Lots of OB, of course, as well, lining both sides. Also this OB pond that we'll see here on the right shortly. Got to try to clear that if you're heading through the other line. This left side gap is pretty tricky to attack off the tee. Really tight on the inside, but yeah, no real easy lines on this one. Fun hole though, and very, very beautiful. Averaging at 3.31, so right in the middle of the pack as far as difficulty goes. We are getting quite a few birdies here, so seems like the ladies have figured it out here on day 2 for the most part. Coming into this, we have birdies already from Ella Hansen, Kaidi Alsalu, Henna Blomros, and Hanna Lamata. Oh, wow, what a pure, beautiful line from Eveliina, and she's looking like she wants to join that birdie club. Pure line, right over the pond. Missy's going to try to follow that, but looks a little inside. See if it can check up safe. I believe it does. Nicely done. She'll have a circle's edge putt for the birdie. Jenni coming in a little wider and hits that birch, or one of those birches. Ends up here, jump putting, and she'll be there for an easy par. Catrina just trying to get up and down. Missy for birdie. Oh, just a little low. Good effort, but not quite the height required. Eveliina here trying to get herself one. Nice. So one down through 2 on the back 9 after a really slow start. See if she can get a birdie train rolling. Missy in for par. Jenni for par. Catrina's gonna tap in a bogey here. So a birdie, a bogey, a couple pars, and now a long walk over to hole 12 through the beautiful little town of Nokia and onto this tee pad for a 183 meter par 4. Very tough tee shot. Mando on the right, forcing you down this line that the drone's flying. It's pretty tight, low ceiling, big right to left slope. Really unique hole, really demanding. Roller works off the tee or forehand. Can also do a turnover, but the ceiling's quite low, so you got to keep it under that. Second shot, gonna try to get it up towards this basket if you can. These wood chips will slow it down nicely, but you don't want to fade off left there. It's really uncomfortable down there. Eveliina gonna opt for the sidearm, slinging one, just kicks into that tree on the right, doesn't gain much distance. Nice looking turnover line there from Missy. And she's in good position. Jenni drifting left to right on the backhand turnover. Fades out a little bit, but she's clear of the OB at least. And another backhand turnover line. This one lower and pretty on point right there in the center of the fairway. Eveliina scrambling here. Stand still backhand. And gets it into a good spot. Catrina laying down a roller. Looking pretty good, but it seems to have caught a tree. Safe anyway. Standstill forehand from Jenni, and she's in a nice position there. Make sure you check out the Disc Golf Network if you want to see live coverage of all the Disc Golf Pro Tour events and these PDGA majors. Eveliina smashing on one, and that is long of the basket. Checks up nicely though. Right there, about 5-6 meters. Should be able to save the par after that early tree hit. Forehand approach from Cat. Jenni tugs on this one a little bit. Seems to have gotten fairly good ground play anyway, so inside circle one. Missy with a nice smooth approach, and it's right under the basket. Beautifully done. Jenni up first on the green. Solid putt for par. Catrina gets her par. This hole, the fourth most difficult on the course at 4.46. We did have a birdie from Henna Blomros. Not the best looking putt from Eveliina, but it's in the corner pocket, low left. And she's keeping it clean on the back nine still. 38% of the field bogey or worse on this one, so it can definitely bite you if you're not careful. Pretty sweet merch available there from the Disc Golf Pro Tour shop. Make sure you check that out. Hole 13, par 4, 187 meters. Beautiful tee shot here through the gap. It's really tight. You just got to try to get through here and punch out into the open as far as you can. Beautiful fairway. Got these lovely trees here on the left. Out into the open. Crimson frost birch trees, those are really special. And then this huge tree guarding the basket. Beautiful green, beautiful hole all the way through. One of my favorites. Just a joy to play. Attackable, but also very punishing especially if you don't get through this gap early. Eveliina smushing it right through the middle. And drifts a little right at the end, but should be fine from there, hopefully. Nice clean shot from Missy, a little bit left. Let's see if it can fight all the way through up there. Yeah, there it is. Left of those crimson frost birch trees. They keep those burgundy colored leaves all through the summer, which is quite unique and very aesthetically pleasing. Mixed in with all these other lush shades of green. So many beautiful trees on this property. And such an incredibly well-designed course. There we see Cat kicking down left. Scrambling with the forehand on her second. Does so pretty well to get back to the fairway. This one averaging at 4.35, so right in the middle of the pack as far as difficulty goes on the course. Coming in, we did have birdies from Heidi Laine and Katie Tata so far, so. That one's up on the green. Very good shot. To join that birdie club, hopefully. Catrina. Looks like just a little bit early on the hyzer. Comes up a little short. About 20 meters left to the basket. Looks like Missy's just playing for position. A little bit right side there. Jenni with a low shot, trying to get it to skip up towards the basket, but doesn't quite flare the way she'd hoped. A little bit work left to do on that. Cat just softly putting it under the basket. Missy's putt. Maybe it was more of an approach. Oh, wow. There we go. Eveliina with a sweet birdie to move to 2 down on the back 9. Trying to regain some ground after slipping on the front. That was a really, really sick birdie from her. Missy tapping in for her par. Cat gonna have to settle for a bogey, and looks like that for Jenni as well. So a birdie, 2 bogeys, and a par. Missy's clean through the back 9, as well as Eveliina with 2 birdies. Next hole brought to you by Air Baltic. Par 320 meters. Quite a bit downhill over this little creek that plays as casual. Moves a little bit left to right here once you get through the gap. And the basket placed here in the open. So they've moved the tee pad a little bit from last year, making it just a little bit harder. They backed it up a few meters and moved it to the right. Eveliina with the power to attack it. This is slightly overturned, perhaps. Yeah, kicks one of those pine trees, and pretty good kick, though. Up onto the far side of the creek, so routine up and down for her. Cat, nice move. Might have wanted just a little more turn, but that'll do just fine. Pretty close to circle 2. Jenni a little more aggressive, but fights through. Hit a couple of branches there, but it didn't slow it down too much, and she's up there on that path. Catrina trying to drift one. It fights through as well, so that can be pretty tough if you get knocked down on the other side of the creek. So anytime you get out here into the open, you're feeling pretty good about it. Oh, what a run there. Catching the nubs from way deep. We're going to get a little slow motion on that from the catch cam. Got a nice little step through. And just drops off left there at the very end of it. Good effort, though. Eveliina going after it as well, and she hits the base. Easy par. Jenni having a stab at it. Oh, just comes up short. Really good runs, though, all around. Let's see if Missy can get it done. She's quite a bit closer. Oh, it looked good. Just a hair short. .46 average on this hole, making it the 4th most difficult. We did not see any birdies today. 35% bogey or worse there. Here we are on hole 15. Way downhill, 145 meters. Playing as a par 4 for the FPO. You can either lay it up short here or get more aggressive and try to go for the eagle if you want to cross. Everything in between there is OB. Also OB on the left side and behind, as well as the right with that pond. This one, again, brought to you by the Disc Golf Network. Much appreciate their support. This one, a little heavy on the hyzer and never really had a chance. OB, might be OB quite early too. Not sure exactly where it crossed in last, but maybe the spotter give him a mark. That one's a little bit right side, knocked down. Jenni with a good looking line, if it can just get down without a big skip. Yes, does so very nicely. Cat with a good looking first shot. Puts it easily safe in the middle. Nice second shot, circle's edge. To the elevated basket for birdie. Catrina also in C1 for a birdie look. This one actually the easiest on the course today at 3.58 average. And we did actually have an eagle from Henna Blomros. She was actually able to park that for eagle. So huge congrats to Henna for that. Missy in for the bird. A great putt. Catrina gets hers. Jenni with a nice birdie as well. So 54% of the field getting the birdie or eagle here. Only 12% bogey or worse. Eveliina gets the par after OBE on the drive. She's still clean on the back nine, so she has definitely improved from the front nine. Eagle McMahon, the reigning champion here. Trying to defend his title over on the MPO side here. Moving on to hole 16, par 4. 222 meters. Bunker rule here. So your shot must land in bounds or you rethrow from previous lie with no penalty. You have to continue until you do place it in bounds. And they can really compound quickly on this one. There you see the island green. Pretty tight one. Want to try to land it somewhere in the middle. You see a lot of backhand approaches kind of go long. It seems like the forehand coming in shapes up a little bit nicer to stay put on the island. But it sort of just depends on the speed and angle control. Missy with a big hyzer here out wide. Moving right to left and coming up just short of the path. Looks like she's just going to play it for par, which is a smart game plan on this one. The last thing you want to do is blow up on this one for big numbers because it's quite relentless. That one a little bit overturned. Does seem to be safe. Or was it? Cat right there, good shot as well. And here's Eveliina going for a little bit more, skipping up close to the path there. Pretty long way to attack the island, but she's got the power if she wants to do it. Jenni's just going to try to progress up the fairway and attack the island on the third shot. Over there on the right side, I think she would have wanted to put it a little bit closer to the left side of the OB there, but might have just missed the line by a little. Should still work out okay. Missy into the middle of the fairway. Catrina's also just going to chip up a little bit and go for it on the next one. Great position there. Evelina's just going to play it for par. Smart decision. Missy's comes up just short there. Have to throw again. Try to make the correction. And it's right on the line. She's getting the applause. Well. There we are. Right in the middle of the island. Eveliina going at it. Oh, looked like it was going to go in. Parked for the par. Very nicely done. Catrina with a little Stockheiser. Right under the bucket. Beautiful upshot there. Third most difficult hole on the course at 4.69. Missy banging a great putt there. Good stroke to limit the damage to a single bogey. Did have a birdie on this one today from Henna Blomros again. So she eagled 15 and birdied 16. Taking an enormous amount of strokes on the field there. Very well played from her. Eveliina tapping in for par. Cat as well with the par. So a couple bogeys and a couple pars. Not really too bad on that hole. It can easily get out of hand for at least one or two of the card mates usually. In this case, not so much. Hole 17, par 310 meters. Bit downhill. Right to left sloping hillside. Dangerous OB lurking there down below on the left and behind as well. You can also find it on the right side off the tee if you overturn it with the backhand or saw it off with the forehand for the righty players. This one brought to you by Ford, which appreciate their support as well. Catrina flipping this one up to flat, getting it to ride nicely, and come back beautifully at the end. Oh, just a little hot though, and it does skip out of bounds. A little bit long of the basket and maybe just a bit too much power. Eveliina, pin high, circle's edge, scary putt. Missy with a nice little Anheuser touch, but it's a little low, comes up a wee bit short, and on the right side, touchy approach left from there. Jenni leaves his nose up, and that's going to hyzer straight out of bounds from the looks of it. Yep. Bummer. Missy with a really nice touch on that approach. Jenni trying to save her par after the OB. Just short. Quick pitch up there from Cat. Or from Eveliina, sorry. Cat was moving down to her lie, that's right. She's trying to save her par. Oh, jumper hits the band. Stays put, luckily. 3.35 average on this one, making it the 8th most difficult. We did have some nice birdies from Sarah Holcomb, Jessica Weiss, and Silva Saarinen. So really good birdie to get. 42% bogey or worse, so quite a bit of score separation here. That might have been the applause from Henna's approach on 16. So, moving on to hole 18, beautiful drone shot of this, in my opinion, the best finishing hole in disc golf. Got yourself a 213 meter par 5 here for the FPO. Plays at the par 4 for the MPO. Just want to put your disc in play off the tee and then try to work your way up this hill. It's much more uphill than it looks, moving towards the green. See that scoreboard there. Beautiful scenery and basket elevated with OB all around it. Got some Norwegian spruce trees there behind it. They can be quite thick. You don't want to end up in there. Beautiful view. Brought to you by Disc Golf Park. Eveliina on the box, shooting clean through the back nine so far. Looking to finish the clean back nine. Tee shot is way up there and perfect. Missy trying to turn one a little bit, but I do believe that's drifting OB. Certainly is. Forehand here from Catrina. A little touch of Annie. And fading nicely, center fairway. Jenny's shot slightly overturned, but safe and in play. Missy with a smooth swing and right into the middle. Jenny puts a lot of Anheuser angle on this and never comes back, so she's basically going to have to rethrow from the same place. Or she can move up a little bit, I guess, but similar type of shot. This time she's going to make sure to keep it in play. Good recovery. Catrina with another forehand. Just trying to cut this into a few parts and is doing so beautifully. Eveliina with the forehand. Similar spot. This one averaging right around par, 4.96, making it the third easiest. 46% of the field getting the birdie. Great approach there. Jenny with a good touch on that. Eveliina, flirting with the OB there, but not too far from the basket once she takes her meter relief. Missy with a routine up shot. Oh, glances off the chains high and left. Solid finish there from Missy. She ended up even through the back nine. And I believe even for the round. Or maybe +1 for the round. Nice finish there from Jenny. Unfortunately, it's for a bogey. 3 in a row at the end, dropping off a little bit. Eveliina closing out the back 9, bogey free. +5 for the round. Solid way to finish there. Battled back, never gave up. 2 under for the back 9 is a great score. Cat for a birdie. She's going to be +1 on the round. And that does it for round 2 of the European Open. And here we'll get to see the leaderboard. Kristin Tattar way out front. Hannah and Missy tied for second. And Catrina there rounding out the lead card. Chase card will be Sarah Hokum, Heidi Laine, Anniken Steen, and Anneli Togias-Manista, all tied at +6. So we'll get to get a good look at them next time. It's been a real joy following this chase card here at the PDJ Major European Open 2023. Please help support us on Patreon. Join the MDG family. Much appreciate that support. It goes a long way in helping us to continue bringing you this high quality European disc golf action. Big thanks to MDG Media for this production and all of our partners and sponsors for making it happen. Make sure you come back for round 3, moving day. Can't wait to see you there.